G'day guys, today we are looking at the two different high dynamic range profiles on the Sony A7 III. This was just a quick test that I performed one Sunday afternoon to, I guess, see what kind of colors come best out of this camera pretty easily without having to tweak them much. Now, I've been on a massive journey recently trying to find all of the Arri supposed, I call them fake Arri Luts for the different camera systems. So I've got, the Pocket 4K A7 III and the GH5, and so I've been collecting Arri or Fari Luts to try and see if I can match them all if I was to use these three cameras for the same event. So had a pretty interesting discovery today with all of that, and I just want to take you through that now. So you can see here that I've got a whole bunch of different shots, and these middle ones here are all shot on the A7 III. So to start off with, we've got a few shots done in SLOG 2, okay, of my girlfriend sitting out by the tree. So like the way that this shot is rendering the tones, this color here, particularly the t-shirt and the trees, the hedges and the grass, all those colors are very consistent with the real look of that area. Now, the sky is a little bit dull for my liking, and this is actually why I'm pretty impressed with the other shot here. So this LUT here is using SLOG 2 into the Phantom Arri neutral LUT, if you know of that. So yeah, a pretty nice looking image there from that LUT. So this one here is the HLG rendering of this scene. Now I shot this with picture profile 10, which is the HLG 3 preset, and I'd recently picked up a pack of LUTs for this, and I'll put the title to these LUTs in the description if you're interested. But I actually really like the way that this LUT has rendered this scene. It's very much it's very much highly saturated. If you leave it as is, you can see there that's a very saturated look. It's one that I actually don't mind, okay, in terms of the way it's rendering skin tones, and it's keeping the color of this shirt kind of consistent, but just more intense. So I generally pull that back to about 40, just to make that look a little bit more natural, but love the way it's making the sky pop here, which is really good. So I'm really impressed with this HLG, and the great thing about this, is that I can shoot this at 100 ISO. With SLOG, you obviously have to shoot at 800, and that means, NDing just means that, the heavier the ND you have to use, the more chance it's going to ruin your shot. So loving the HLG that I can shoot in right down to 100 ISO, and actually loving the way it's capturing the sky. I mean, these shots are exposed the same, and this one, there's nothing there in the sky. Now I'm sure I could work really hard to pull it out, but we don't have time for that. We just want to be able to shoot things. We want to get colors, get a nice look straight out of it quickly, and that's what I'm finding here with the HLG. Sorry about the rain. It's been raining in my area for the last couple of days, and it's going to rain for the next week or so. So I figured now is as good a time as ever to make this video. But yeah, so really impressed with this. This is another HLG, and then I think this one was HLG as well. So I've got some GH5 clips here rendering HLG on the GH5 also into the sort of Fari or fake Arri look from the GH Alex. This turned out pretty good. There's just nowhere near as much dynamic range in these shots as the A7 III, which is pretty obvious. But yeah, the whole point of this test, which is another video I'll be making, is can I actually use these three cameras, the Pocket 4K, the A7 III and the GH5, interchangeably on an event. But this particular video, I just wanted to highlight the differences between seemingly the dynamic range, or at least the color aspect of the dynamic range between SLOG and HLG there. So please comment if you agree with me, and comment if you disagree with me also. If you're using HLG on your A7 III and you have some great LUTs, I'd love to hear about them in the comments also. And other than that, thanks for tuning in today, and have a great rest of your day.